This is Nati FX, and I'm going to talk about something very important today. That is the difference between brokers and proprietary firm. That is prop firm. I know that's what you are familiar with. So I know I've been hearing about prop firm, brokers, all of that. But what are the difference? What do they offer? You understand? And how can you benefit from it? You understand? By the end of this video, you should be able to pick the one you want and the one that's going to benefit you. You understand? So stay tuned and watch to the end. Yeah. So let's start with prop firm. So what are prop firms? Prop firms are specialized entities that engage in trading assets with their own capital. You understand? It could be uh, commodity, stock, currency pair, crypto, and all of that. You understand? So that is it about proprietary firm in terms of definition. And who are brokers? Or what is broker? A broker simply means an intermediary firm that connects a buyer and a seller. You understand? For the purpose of transaction. You understand? So that is it about broker, and that is just the simple difference. And if we dive into it deeper, there are still much difference. You understand? Even though they tend to offer almost the same thing in the market. One of the advantage of using a pro firm is you do not need to have a huge capital to start trading with a proprietary firm. You understand? So what does that mean? It means that, let's say you target to have a $10,000 account in trading, but your financial status does not support you to do that. You can simply register with a proprietary firm, you understand, with about $100 or whatever price they may offer, and you can have access to a trading account up to $10,000. You understand? Which does not work. It doesn't work like that with a broker. You understand? So that is one good thing about proprietary firm. With a little amount of money, you can have access to a bigger capital. You understand? So another good thing about a prop firm, another advantage of using a prop firm is you have little at risk. You understand? You don't have much at risk. It means that instead of trading a $10,000 account, instead of funding your broker with a $10,000 account, you only want to pay $100 to have access to a $10,000 account. So that is another advantage. Even if you lose the account, the $10,000 account you are losing is not yours. You only have $100 to lose. That's one advantage. So you reduce your risk level in the market by using a prop firm. You understand? So instead of risking your whole capital, you only risk just a little amount of it to have an account with a proprietary firm. You understand? The risk is very, very minimal. You understand? In terms of capital, you don't really need a huge amount of money to trade with a proprietary firm. And talking about the advantages, like they said, anything I have an advantage, it has disadvantages also. So let's dive into the disadvantages of using a prop firm. Using a proprietary firm, which is a prop firm in short form, you do not own 100% of your capital. That is one thing with it. So whatever profit you make from a proprietary firm, which is prop firm, let me call it prop firm. Whatever profit you make from prop firm, you do not own 100% of it. You understand? So let's assume you make $1,000 from a prop firm. You cannot make withdrawal. You cannot make 100% withdrawal. That means you cannot make $1,000 withdrawal. You understand? You can only make withdrawal of 80% or 70% or 60% depending on the profit that is you are trading with. So let's assume you make $1,000 profit. You can only make withdrawal of $600 or $700 or $800 depending on the prop firm you are using. That is one disadvantage of it. You do not own 100% of your capital. You understand? But it's actually reasonable though, provided the fact that they are the one funding your trading journey and trading accounts. So it actually makes sense that way. And because they need to make profits from the business they're doing, so that is it. It's cool that way. And another bad thing is some prop firm can purposely refuse to pay you. You understand? So even after doing your trading and all of that, when it comes to withdrawal, some prop firm can refuse to pay you. It happens to someone in my team. There was this prop firm as of that time. It's no longer in existence though. I think it's called Trader Central. So um, she made about $500. She made about $500 profits, and she wasn't paid. You understand? Even after taking that 20%, they paid her 50% of $400, which is $200. You understand? She was paid about $200 because they gave an excuse that her strategy is too risky to their capital. So um, they were not able to pay her her complete money, which I know it is out of greed that they didn't do that. She followed all the trading rules and all of that. But that is proprietary firm for you. They can decide not to pay you and give you an excuse that does not really make sense. You understand? That's what a proprietary firm. And another bad thing about proprietary firm is you cannot make withdrawal at your own time. You understand? They can only give you time to make withdrawal. You understand? So let's say you start trading with a prop firm by 1st of July. You cannot make withdrawal until let's say 30th of July or 14th of July. You understand? We can only make withdrawal after 30 days, after every 30 days. You understand? Or they can give, if they are good enough, they can let you make withdrawal after for every 14 days or 21 days, depending on the prop firm you are trading with. So that is another thing, disadvantage of using a proprietary firm. You understand? Um, and one thing you need to know about proprietary firm is you need to do evaluation. You understand? So even though with your $100 registration to have access to a $10,000 account, they don't just fund your account like that. No, you need to pass the first stage of evaluation. So just like they will give you an account to trade with, they have rules that guide the account, just like a demo account. You understand? So once you are able to trade without breaking any of those rules that are given to you, you move to stage two. And stage two also have their rules. You understand? After you are able to trade with those rules on stage two of your evaluation, they can also move you to your live account trading where you can begin to make withdrawal from. So that is just a summary of it with proprietary firm. That is prop firm. You understand? So like I already say, a broker is just a host and intermediary firm that connects a buyer and a seller for the purpose of transaction. The first advantage of using a broker is you can make withdrawal at your will. You understand? Like most of the brokers, they do that. I don't know if there are brokers that do not let you make withdrawal if you want to withdraw. If it's actually a legit one, I don't think there's any legit broker that will let you do that on purpose. You understand? So a broker will let you make withdrawal at your will, which is one good advantage of using a broker. Very, very nice compared to proprietary firm that gives you a withdrawal date. Brokers do not really operate with that. You understand? A second advantage of a broker is you own 100% of your capital. You understand? Let's say I make $1,000 now with my broker. I can make 100% withdrawal. I can withdraw the whole $1,000 into my account. Compare with a prop firm that take 20 or 30% or even 40% from every profit you make. You understand? So that's something with a broker. You can make 100% withdrawal of your profits. And mind you, they also have something they call commission and swap. So that is how they make their own profit also. You can use any strategy you want to trade with a broker. And it's not always like that with prop firm, you understand? Like prop firms, they have prohibited strategies. But most of the brokers that I know, they don't really have those prohibited strategies. You understand? You can trade any strategy of your choice that you want, but it doesn't really work like that with prop firm. There are some strategies that if you use them with your prop firm, they will end up flagging your accounts. You understand? They will stop your fund and they will fail you. You understand? That means you will not be eligible to trade with them again. And you can also risk as much as you can with a broker. You understand? Let's say you want to risk 10% of your account at once. It's your wish, which I don't really advise though. I don't advise you to do that. That's a bad trading strategy. But if you want to do that with your broker, you can actually do that at once. But you cannot do that with your proprietary firm. You understand? Most of the prop firm that are available, you can only what? You can only risk 5% of the whole trading capital in a day. Let's say you have a $10,000 accounts. You can only risk $500 in a day. The moment you lose $500, that means you have lost the account. You can no longer trade with the account again. But it's not like that with your broker. So, but to me, it's actually a very good trading rule that will checkmate traders' activities and all of that in the market. So that is it. And one other thing with proprietary firm that you need to know, they can decide to fold up at any time with your money. Yeah, proprietary firms, they can decide to fold up at any time with your money, and there's nothing you can do. That's just it. Like MFF, that is my forest fund. It can still happen to them. They fold up with people's money, both those that are funded, those that are doing evaluation, and those that just made um, withdrawal, all of that. So that is it. That is it with a broker and a prop firm. So I think with this little point of mine, is it points? No, we are not doing debates. We are not in the debate. So I think with these few things I've said, you should be able to choose between a broker and a prop firm, whichever you want. With this few I've said, so you should be able to differentiate between a broker and a prop firm, and also make choice of the one that suits your trading style and also your financial status. That is very very important. In fact, that is one of the main thing about this video. So um if you are someone that have access to enough capital, trading capital, you can go with your broker. You can go with a broker. But for someone who do not really have much money, you can also go with your proprietary firm, which is prop firm. Don't get me wrong, oh. Anyone can trade with a broker, and anyone can trade with a prop firm. But on my own, for me as a starter, when I started trading with a lesser capital, I was actually using prop firm. So it was through prop firm that I generated much capital from to fund my broker. Even after funding my personal account with broker, I still trade with proprietary firms sometimes. I still trade with prop firms. So anyone can trade with a prop firm and a broker, whether you are poor, you are rich. But for me, in my own opinion, if I should go back to when I started, I will still go back to using a prop firm. You understand? As a beginner, as someone who just entered the forex market without capital. You understand? I will start by using a prop firm. So my own personal opinion is, for someone who does not have much capital, the person can go for prop firm. You understand? For someone who have enough capital, you can go for a broker. You understand? So that is my own little opinion about this. And above all, plan your trades and trade your plan. You understand? Also, always risk what you can afford to lose in the markets. You understand? And also take your risk management very important, and also try to manage your money in the markets. Yeah. So that is just it about broker and a prop firm. So but wait first, wait. If you don't subscribe, I'll come and take your stop loss. I will hit your stop loss. If you don't subscribe, the trade you're taking right now, if you hit your stop loss. That was a joke. That was a joke. Please click the subscription button and you'll be in profits. Yeah, 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 yeah.